Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing Chaac in the solo lane as part of the A to Z. I can't tell for sure who we're going against. It looks like we're either against a mage or an assassin, so I'm hoping we get an aggro lane. I'm kind of worried. I think anybody other than Poseidon, we should actually get a fairly fun lane. If we're against Poseidon, it might be kind of a boring lane. He might just play the auto clear game and then go dip, so we'll have to see what we're running into. I feel like the one that makes the most sense is probably the Goober. And it's Dawn's, the one that makes the least sense, so... So, yet again, somebody that we maybe don't get to do too much to. We'll have to see. Nice, don't get by the one there. I do just kind of get a run at him a little bit. Don't get warriors off that, but at least we get clear. Get a little bonus damage. One thing that we're going to be able to use really early on here is the Chaac passive, which is super nice. So I'm getting crazy cooldown already on my one. Which I'll talk about what that actually is in a little bit here. Do a little this. Who's jungle? Not that guy. So it's Thor, Sup, Nem jungle. Okay. Can you stop losing your health bar, man? Oh my god. I just want to know what I can do to him. We're going to eat some damage here. Should be fine. Oh, he's getting kind of greedy with me, though. He wanted that money. Hang on. Hang on. Get a little TP on him. Looks like Nem was in the area. Never mind. She's going back mid. Doing a little brawling over there. So pretty early on, let's actually start talking about Chaac's kit a little bit and what he does. Chaac is pretty noob friendly. He does a bunch of big AoE, fairly easy to land damage. Nice, we get the TP on him. I can beads if I get a kill, but I don't get a kill here. So very high damage warrior. He's actually a warrior that you want to build almost full damage. You can hypothetically build him full damage normally in the solo lane. You're not going to quite want to do that. Hang on, this actually, I don't think I can kill off that at all or anything. Would have been a little bit tempting. Yeah, he pumps out a ton of damage. His scaling is going to get 70% on his 1 and on his 2, which both do at least 300 base damage. The 1 does a little bit more. And then on his ultimate, he does good base damage and has 120% scaling. So he has ridiculous scaling, especially for a warrior. Like scaling that would be on par with assassins, but you also have to keep in mind normally assassins have single target abilities. Chaac has big AoE abilities, so it's kind of, in a way, the scaling is kind of stronger because of that, because you can hit a bunch of people with it. See, we probably just get to delete this. It looks like he's not even going to bother. He's just going to give it up. So, big lane bully of a character. The downside to Chaac, the issue he suffers from is he doesn't have a ton of crowd control, and it's very easy to play around him. He doesn't have much of a surprise factor. He doesn't have any sort of crazy mechanics, and so he pretty much does what he does. You can potentially play him a little bit smarter and a little bit better, but like you can't really do anything wild on him. And you don't have the hard CC that you normally look for in a solo laner. So you're not going to tend to see him in SPL. He is very good as kind of a pub stomp, solo laner, carry the game, do top damage type character. But in terms of like competitive play, he doesn't get played much because for one thing, it's fairly easy to counterplay him. And then for another thing, normally you want CC in a more serious solo lane setting. And Chaac doesn't do that too well. He's got a slow, which is pretty good, but it's just a slow. And then his ult's actually really avoidable. So even though the ult has good CC, it has a 3-second silence on it, which is really strong. It's pretty easy to just not get silenced. And then beads exist, so he does have all that. You know what, we're just gonna do this. It's a little extra pressure. I think we'll just ult him, because I don't think we're killing him anytime soon, so that way I get to lose a lot less HP, still get the wave cleared. Should be nice. So build-wise, we're going straight into Transcendence. Has this guy hit a 1 yet? I keep baby wiggling out of his 1. It's gotta be so annoying, man. Like he's hit a couple 2s, I think, but I don't know if he's been able to hit the 1. But we're going to be going straight into Trans after Warriors Axe. If they had more healing, I probably would have gone Tainted. But it was kind of hard to tell who we were laning against. Like if I knew I was laning against Anubis, I would have gone Tainted anyways. But they don't have a ton of healing overall. So Tainted's really nice on Chaac in spots where you can apply it just because he's got so much AoE to apply it. But it didn't seem like it would necessarily be worth here. And Warriors Axe is really good for bullying early game. He is also somebody, if you want to go Bluestone for that extra clear, that extra ability damage, you can do that too, because he does build damage so well. But normally I really like Warriors Axe on him for the early PvP. And do I take his blue again? Is it dumb? It might be dumb. Like he's not really very far in his build. I kind of want to greet it. And jungle's in mid. He's going to go for this. Hopefully we can just secure it. What we doing here? Nothing? Okay. Just straight up went to wave, I guess. I don't really know why he went to wave though. So let's start talking about the abilities and stuff. And we'll go ahead and back for trans in just a second. So Chaac passive, we get 5. Oh, I don't know. I'm trolling. I wanted a TP, but my TP's not up. He has 5 potential autos that he can auto attack with to charge his passive. I said that in a weird way. He can auto attack 5 times to charge his passive up. He has to land them, of course. And then with that passive, once it's stacked up, the next ability you cast is going to have 2 seconds of cooldown reduction on it, which I kind of barely touched on in the beginning. We had a spot really early on where we continue to get passive every time we were wanting. So my one had a really low cooldown, which is nice. So in laning phase, this can be something he can bully with quite a bit if he's brawling a lot and or if he's just fighting around the wave so he can auto attack the wave. But overall, Chaac is by far an ability-based god. So late game, a lot of time you're not getting that many autos off. You're not getting your passive up too much. And so there, it's a little bit disappointing sometimes. But one thing that can be good is similar to Agni, generating passive before a fight and then using it in the fight so that you still get some value out of it. It's just hard to regen it in the fight. So I guess really similar to Agni because, of course, naturally on Agni, it's not like you're auto-attacking much on a god or something, at least outside of the early game. So we're getting our stacks going here. Chaac 1 is a pretty simple ability. We throw an axe. The axe is very slow, especially at range. Close range, as you guys have already seen, it's very quick. You're just basically going to land that shit. Like, he's really not getting out of it unless I just mess it up. He can maybe jump it, but it's pretty quick. But as it gets to long range, it's really slow. And so it's fairly easy to juke. And it also is not good for chasing people down. If somebody's running away from you and you're trying to chase them down and they're remotely far, that you're just not going to catch them with the one. Because it is awfully slow at that range. Should be chilling, should just keep trading here. Don't really mind the damage because I got my 3. Yeah, the 3's kind of nasty, man. Look at all this healing we're getting from it right now. And it lasts a really long time, too. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of bully here. Don't quite get any damage, that's fine. We're just going to level the 1 and the 2 so I can be aggro. You can level the 3. A lot of times in a more competitive lane, you want to level the 3 for more healing. But for now, I just want to be greedy. Uh-oh. That's gotta be a tilter, man. Oh my god, that's so dumb. I only even tried it just because, like, why not? It's not like I somehow had done the math and was like, this'll get it. You know, I figured we might as well hope. See if he ults this. Oh, he didn't ult it. He might just be dead. Wow, that actually, okay. Did not think that would give him enough movement speed to get out. That's too bad. Can I help you, man? I don't think we're in trouble. Yeah, we're not in trouble. I got really confused. I saw the rocket and I was like, there's no way he ults me. But I guess that's just his back animation. See, building, he's got sledge. So yeah, little sup gank early. Why not? Classic solo lane, man. Getting ganked harder by sup than I am the jungle. Gotta love it. I swear I get that shit so much. It's so annoying. Support always manages to find a way to come over. So yeah, with Chaac 1, we throw the axe, it's low, it's big, it does good damage, and it'll stay there for 5 or 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the ground, and we can interact with it with our 2 and with our 3. Not with the ultimate. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to interact with it with the ult, and I think they took that off, unless I'm just absolutely tripping. I can't remember for sure. I think the way his ult used to work... Yeah, am I mixing him up? Because I've played a lot of Chaac. I've played him since he's been around a long time. Way back when I was actually playing more seriously, he was my favorite solo laner. So yeah, I swear back then you used to gain like a bonus prot on his ult from having your axe down. And I can't tell if I'm just mixing him up or if they changed him in that way. Because you don't get prot anymore, you get mitigation on your ult. And it doesn't have to do with your axe. Don't think he's gonna goof. Oh, he did goof. Okay. Yeah, does he not have ult? If he ults, he should have time to just straight up ult, get the immunity, and then dip, because I just can't hit him because he's immune. But he's not doing that. This is greedy, I might get ganked. But if I do get ganked, I kind of just get a little express back. So it's honestly not that bad. I think we might as well greed. One of those solid deaths. It looks like we're not getting ganked, though. So if we interact with our 1 while it's on the ground with our 2, as you guys have already seen a bunch, we're going to teleport to it. So that phase where it's on the ground for 5 seconds, you can 2 to it to teleport, which will automatically teleport your 2, which otherwise is just a melee ability around you. So keep in mind, if you're trying to 2, because somebody's in your face and you threw your 1 recently, then you're going to teleport and it's probably going to teleport you away and it's probably going to troll you. So something that takes some getting used to. The 2 on its own is this spin ability where he swings his axe around himself. If you turn yourself in a weird way, you can hypothetically miss it like a few other abilities that are like it, because it starts here and then it rotates around. So if you kind of like do this and start rotating, and then do this and it rotates to here. Like you can miss somebody in front of you. So it's probably unnecessary to explain that, but it is like a specific thing that works with abilities like this that you can kind of troll yourself on. It happens every once in a while. And then with that, you also gain protections per minion hit / god hit. Gods are worth 2 stacks, minions are worth 1 stack for up to 5 stacks, and those stacks last, I'm pretty sure it's 4 seconds. So really, really strong as you get it leveled. If we're dealing with somebody that's more of a melee god where I can 2 more often, I absolutely prefer maxing this because it does almost the same damage as the 1, but you lower the cooldown a ton by leveling it, and you get crazy protection from leveling it. You get 20 prots per stack at the max rank. Oh, they last 6 seconds. It's longer than I thought it was. So that means if you hit 5 minions or like 3 minions and a god or whatever sort of combo, you're getting 100 of both protections for 6 seconds, which is obviously disgusting, right? Like that's way more than any item in the game. So kind of ridiculous. Gonna try and kill. Looks like it is a kill. Yeah, I do a little damage. maybe not the god you want to be Dawn solo against. It's kind of rough. Dawn solo is actually like, I think pretty decent as far as Hunter solos are concerned, but it's pretty easy for me to beat him up when we're on Chaac. He doesn't have a great way to deal with me. So yeah, I think that mostly covers it for the 2. One thing to keep in mind when you're teleporting to your axe, anything you teleport through, so like here it'll be the front minion, will take 50% bonus damage from the 2. So right now the 2 does 300 base. It would be doing 150 extra base, and the scaling would still apply, but I'm not doing that math. So yeah, it's a way to do 150% damage on an ability that already hits hard. Normally not something that's super useful in PvP just because the axe already takes forever to land, so unless you're like point blank and they're not really moving, you're not going to tend to hit that TP. It's not too reliant. What are we doing here, Dem? Oh, did we get the TP? What are we doing, man? I think we did get the TP. Yeah, it hit twice. Yeah. I don't know what that was. I honestly don't know what that was. Really, to just kind of spoon feed me a kill. I think she was just like so surprised that the absurdly fed Chaac did 1 billion damage. Just wasn't even comprehending that she'd get 1 shot right there. Especially without me ulting. Let's see if we get a gank this. Yeah, Chaac's a lot of fun, man. He's a very simple god. I have so much fun with him. God, look at how... See? I was like, this ability takes forever. I wasn't trolling. Takes so long, man. Do we have any more CC for this guy? Please! Nice. Yeah, you guys have fun with that. I'm going back to lane. I'm doing my Chaac thing. One thing to keep in mind, I don't remember if I brought this up or not. Since Chaac builds so much damage in order to be effective, I think I heard Dawn's over here, didn't I? Maybe not. But because he builds so much damage in order to scale up and actually hit hard, it's really good to not go TP normally and to go beads and blink. Pretty rare, like maybe bead shell, maybe pretty rarely beads Aegis. But beads a lot of time, obviously just because CC is a problem. You can use CC immunity on your ultimate to help deal with stuff, but normally you're going to want a little more than that. And then if you go that early TP, so often the jungle can just farm you. So going beads to avoid whatever sort of jungle CC you have to deal with can be really, really good. And then late game the support CC, since you are going to be fairly squishy for a solo laner. I'm a menace. I could TP on him, but like who cares? I need to bank. We could do some damage, but I should dip. I need blink awfully bad. So we're going to go into brawlers. I think I'll just, maybe not. I was going to say I'll just upgrade it because I can. Maybe I don't care that much. I really need to buy, especially because the season's going to wrap up, I need to buy Jotun's Cunning more. I think it's actually, like, I almost never buy it. I think it's something that I sleep on a lot. It's just kind of a weird item because so often you don't get to restack it. You just apply it that first time. So you got to think about, like, how much value is it really going to be? Chaac's definitely a god where it should be a lot of value because it's kind of like having a second passive for him. And the passive isn't bad. You got to run? You going to run for your life? Yeah, he is, as he should. So I think we've covered the 1, we've covered the 2, I believe. So let's move on to the 3. The 3 is a 6-second channel. Unlike normal channels in Smite, you don't actually interrupt it by crowd controlling it. It'll still heal him, it'll still slow. It's only a channel because it keeps it from going on cooldown sooner. So normally, like abilities, you cast them, they go on cooldown. This is going to be 6 seconds and then that 9.6 second cooldown that we have right now. So that's naturally going to make it a lot longer. It also means it's less ideal to use our passive on it. Hey, Goober. He's really just dipping. I was so ready to... Okay. Oh god, I am choking this something fierce. I really thought he'd play it different there. Hi, Nem. I got a crazy cooldown, man. We can just dip with our TP if we need to. Do a little slowing. That's part of the 3. That's related. God, I hit so hard right now, man. I'm so fed. I'm just bullying. Oh, this poor guy. There. Oh my. I was literally saying, there we go. We can finally two. And apparently it hadn't quite run out. There was like a little baby sliver left. So that's super troll. I guess I tried to min-max a little too hard. Oh, Thor didn't go on me. He went on the goober. Nice. This time I didn't quite goof it. That helps. Oh, please. So close, man. Almost got the ultimate back up. Yeah, I think, God, what was that? 3v5? 3v5 might have been stretching it. That's okay. It honestly wouldn't have even been a stretch if I didn't scuff the Anubis kill so hard. I really thought, it looked like he was going to turn and I thought we could reach him with ult. We didn't quite. And it ruined everything. And then I ruined it again when he turned because I thought he was actually going to run. So yeah, with the 3, we have 6 seconds. We heal, we slow, we attack speed slow, all within that rainstorm that we summon around us. And then if the axe is on the ground, if it hasn't been used by the 2, and if it's still lying there for that 5 seconds, then we can 3, and the 3 will spawn at the axe as well as on top of us. So that's another spot that slows, that's another spot that applies the attack speed reduction, and will last as long as the 3 lasts. So potentially really good. A lot of the time, you're not going to necessarily be using for that. It's going to vary very much spot to spot. Sometimes it's worth it just to get that little bit of extra CC. So a lot of the time it's better to just TP in and get up close. So it really depends on the context you're in. But it's definitely not like you're always getting to TP in on Chaac. There's plenty of times where you want to use the 3 with it. But there's also a lot of circumstances where it's just like you don't really get much out of specifically 3ing to it, so you don't necessarily want to. And I think that's all there is to it. You don't have to worry about stacking it. You can technically, or at least you used to be able to technically stack the slow, the attack speed reduction, but yeah, like it even, actually, I didn't even realize it says this. Yeah, it says that it'll apply twice. The thing is, it doesn't matter, because you can't actually, unless they specifically have coded this not to, I think it's just something that's still there. You can't stack attack speed slows anymore. So unless that's item specific, this shouldn't stack, and then the slow should slow them so much that they're not getting slowed anymore.
On my way.
I believe. Actually, I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure 40% is the slow cap, but I guess I could be wrong. Kind of want to do things. Probably don't get to do things. Oh, hi. I didn't know there was a dog up here. What are we doing, man? Not doing much? Not doing much. That's fine. Yeah, I can kind of bully him, but we're just going to miss farm and we're not really going to be able to kill him, I don't think. Oh, hi. I think we're just chilling. TP to that if we need it. Come on, the Anubis if we need to. You good? Stop it. Yeah, I was gonna say she should have dash, so I don't think we get to do anything. So I think that covers everything relating to the 3. So moving on to the ultimate actually, hang on. Ishtar looking for stuff. Oh, I don't know if we can catch him here. Yeah, it's tempting to ult, but I think we get dunked on really hard by Thor. So I don't really want to end. I mean, we got objectives we can do. Might be a little better. Yeah, just do anything. It's not diving tower. I'm so sick of this. This fight's so dumb. Oh my god, man. It's just them running. Nice, we got a fat ult at least. I can kind of follow that up, but I'm gonna have to int for it, so it's not worth it. Do some bonking. Should just be able to bully this guy if I ever get in slow range. Oh, got the TP damage on him, huh? Not gonna lie, I guess I misremembered the order there. I didn't think we were gonna TP, and I just happened to min-max. Oh, please! I just wanted to not be CC'd. God, I want to go so hard. Nice. Nice! Let's go, boys. Yeah, the Chaac damage is kind of nasty. You know, when you build him like full damage and he just does a lot anyways. It's pretty good. See, we don't heal a ton when we're out of combat. That's something that was a pretty big nerf to him, is out of combat anti-heal. Because so often you actually want to use this when you're out of combat. You'll like burst them and then dip. So it's a pretty big nerf. Go ahead and do Pyro real quick. So with that ultimate that we've got, we do a little bit of a charge up. I can't remember how long it is. I might ult just to test. Like, because I know feel-wise how long it is. I don't know what actual number it is. I guess, does it say? I don't think it says. Yeah, no, it doesn't say. But you charge up for a little bit. While you're charging up, you have damage mitigation, you move full speed, and you're CC immune. It lasts, I think it's like 1.5 seconds or something like that. And then you'll land, you'll like detonate the area. Giant ass circle does a bunch of damage, does a little baby knock up. And then along with that, you also get a 3-second silence, which is, well, 3-second silence is kind of disgusting. So we're going Heroes Axe, by the way, just so we have some defense. I can also go like a Spirit Robe or something in this slot, so I'll be a little tankier. It is nice to be tanky enough to continue to be able to bully and not just get one shot for the most part. So that can be pretty good. Am I getting Pestilence? Yeah, I guess. Yes. I mean, I don't care if he gets Pestilence, but like, I'm not getting Pestilence. Let me at him. So, yeah, I think that covers it. I don't remember what I was saying exactly, honestly. I'm a little sidetracked. And yeah, I think that should do it for everything. All good, I think. One thing playstyle-wise that we haven't done this game, because I've mostly been on the offensive and not really running, is throwing your axe somewhere, running off, and then being able to just run off or TP to wherever you put the axe is really strong for getting out of stuff on Chaac. Like, actually, this would have been a great example if I didn't want to kill them all. It's like right there, oh no, I'm 1v5. Let me throw the axe and then run away, and then I can choose which one I want to go to. But, dude, I'm getting so trolled. I'm over here trying to hover, or trying to highlight my stupid 2, and then I can't see the TP thing that tells me that the 2's down behind me, so I think I'm out of time, but I'm not. Trolling myself, man. Yeah, by the way, the way to tell, you see this little thing? It's really hard to spot it sometimes, I guess. I guess when there's a little too much chaos, I can't quite see it. Yeah, I feel like most games I really don't scuff TPs that way, but this game we've scuffed a couple. Normally if I scuff it, it'll be like this, where I'm barely 2ing too early trying to go in. Normally that's how I end up messing it up, is that tiny bit, because it's so slow when you're chucking it at range. Nice, get a little fire giant going. Now, we actually have a fat gold lead. I'm surprised there wasn't really that much of a kill lead for most of this game, but I guess we've just been kind of dumpstering as far as objectives are concerned. I mean, they got right tower at some point because Dawn's, and I think that was basically it. Oh, let me at him. Let me at him. And I can hold this if I have to. Or I can just ult them. Be dead. Oh, got my shit interrupted. Yeah, so I should heal a bunch, yeah? Out of combat, doesn't seem to matter. Oh, I guess only now we're out of combat. Oh my god. Horus got a little deleted, man. Bang. Give me some prod. I'm just trying to be the tanky boy. Oh? Oh? I don't know if that mattered or not. Get a little wiggle in. Should be able to actually clean this up in a second, so I finally have my stuff. By the way, you can auto-cancel as 3 like that. You guys might see me do that sometimes, where I'll auto, then 3, then auto. The animation doesn't always show up, but it's a really good auto-cancel. His other stuff doesn't auto-cancel very well for the most part, because normally you're just not in a position to be playing it that way. Nice. Nam, don't do it. Don't even think about it. I don't care about the shield. There we go. Hang on, hang on. There we go. All right, that should do it. Right? Yeah, we got minions. We got minions. We should be able to wrap this bad boy up. That's going to be a short one, man. I feel like we really accomplished what I was setting out for, so I'm kind of down for it to be short, honestly. Like, even though it was a quick one, we actually got proper late game team fights, which I feel like normally we don't get in the quick ones, you know? And we're almost done with the build. I was just going to go, you can go a damage item, you can go Spirit Robe. I was going to go Spirit Robe or something like that. So yeah, that does it for Chaac. Yeah, naturally, the issues we're going to tend to have in these fights is if they are playing, I shouldn't say playing well, if they're winning, right? If they're winning and they're killing my teammates, I am not good at stopping them from killing my teammates. Basically, all there is the ultimate, and then if they have relics, they can just beads the ult, or maybe they can jump the ult or something like that. They have ways to avoid it. And so you don't have that sort of peel that you necessarily want with a solo laner, but obviously you have this part of the solo lane that most gods can't do. So it's kind of a trade-off. He's a fairly different pick, even though he's still a warrior like you're normally playing in solo. But yeah, that should do it. I don't think I missed anything. Hopefully I didn't. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room, walls keep tumbling down.